Hi everyone, welcome to Inside and Out Yoga and Meditation, where every day we help you reach your highest potential inside and out. I'm Emily and I'm your yoga instructor. Today we have a pretty simple practice for you that is going to help us come home to ourselves. So let's get to it. All right, everyone, as always, just come to whatever comfortable seat feels best for you today. It doesn't have to be the seat that I'm sitting in. Just let the palms fall where they may. Find a nice, long, tall spine. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes or just take a soft gaze. Take a nice deep inhale to really bring your mind to the practice. Our bodies are already on our mats, but sometimes our minds trail behind us a little bit, take a little more time to get here. So let's use the breath to do that, to bring the mind to the present moment with our bodies on our mats. And as I said, our practice today is going to bring us home to ourselves. We find refuge a lot of times in outside things. Maybe our physical home, maybe it's a book, maybe it's our bed, some food, drink of water, anything like that. But what if we need to find refuge when we don't have those things, when we don't have our external comforts? We always have ourselves. We always have our hearts, our breath, our consciousness. So let's work on cultivating that, because we're not always good friends with ourselves, right? A beautiful way to get there is the breath and being present in the moment and trusting yourself. All these things we're going to work on today. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale side out through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and meet me in a child's pose, sending your hips to meet your heels, really extending those arms out nice and long and letting your forehead rest on the earth. Just really letting go here and feeling the breath opening up through the back body. Making sure the shoulders aren't creeping up through the ears. Being with yourself in this moment. And slowly come up through a tabletop and send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Really press the hands into the earth here and pedal out through the feet, finding a nice space for your dog to land. You can experiment with bending both legs or just bending one. Really sending those hips to sky, and find a stillness when you feel good in your dog. Look forward and take a nice, slow, mindful walk to the top of your mat, continuing to breathe, and fold when you arrive. You can take a generous bend in the knees, grab on to opposite elbows, and take a sway here. Continuing to open up that low back, the back of the neck. Maybe switch the crossing of the arms to play some mind games with yourself. Let the arms go and slowly roll up to a stand, letting your head be the last thing to rise. Roll the shoulders down the back. Just come to a stance in your power, in yourself, finding your feet on the earth in Tadasana mountain pose. On an inhale, raise the arms overhead, and on the exhale, bend through the knees and fold forward. Inhale, right foot steps back for a low lunge. Inhale, left foot steps behind for downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank pose, establishing your length, and lower all the way to the belly, untucking the toes, drawing the shoulders from the ears. Inhaling, lifting the heart, baby cobra. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes to sky. And exhale, step it forward between the palms back for that low lunge. Inhale, left foot steps to meet right. Halfway lift, hands on shins, spine nice and long. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, maybe the hands meet. And exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, left foot steps back, coming to fingertips for a nice, tall, long spine. And exhale, right foot to meet left, downward facing dog, hips high. Roll forward through to plank pose. Maybe you lower the knees this time as you lower the heart down to the earth, hugging the elbows in, baby cobra, lifting the heart. Tuck the toes, press through the palms, maybe moving through tabletop and coming to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward between the palms, low lunge. Inhale, right foot steps meet left, halfway lift, spine long. And exhale, fold, maybe bending the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Maybe you look up. And exhale, slowly fold forward. Inhale, right foot steps back. Plant the palms. Exhale, left foot to right, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward back to that plank pose. This time you can stick with lowering all the way or lower halfway through Chaturanga Dandasana. Flip the feet, straighten the elbows, upward facing dog, and send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. That is our flow today, friends, our vinyasa. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it forward between the palms for that low lunge. Inhale, left foot steps up to meet right, halfway lift, spine long, and exhale, we fold forward. Step back for a low lunge with the left leg, step right foot back, downward facing dog. Roll forward through to that plank pose, lower half or all the way once again, flipping to the tops of the feet, up dog. Only thing on the earth is the hands and the tops of the feet. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward between the palms for a low lunge. Inhale, right foot steps up to meet left, halfway lift, and we fold it forward. Inhale, we rise, maybe arms meet overhead, nice long spine. And exhale, fold through bent knees. Right foot steps back on an inhale, low lunge. Plant the palms, left foot steps to meet right. This time we're in a plank pose and we lower right away, half or all the way, flipping to the tops of the feet, active legs here, up dog or baby cobra, hips up and back, downward facing dog on your exhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, and on the exhale, step, jump, or hop to the top of your mat and fold when you arrive. Finding a bend in the knees, we rise, arms sweep overhead, inhale beautifully, and exhale, letting it go, folding forward. Left foot steps back, plant the palms, right foot steps meet at plank pose, lowering half or all the way, your choice. Flipping the tops of the feet, beautiful open heart. And exhale, up and back, downward facing dog, checking in with the shoulders. Heels lift, knees bend. On the exhale, step, jump, or hop to the top of the mat and fold when you arrive. Inhale, we come to chair pose. Sitting deeply, hips back, knees forward, weight is in the heels. Arms can come to frame the ears if that's comfortable for you. And let it go on the exhale, folding forward. Halfway lift, spine nice and long. Plant the palms and step, jump, or hop to the top or to the back of your mat for Chaturanga Dandasana, flipping the feet for up dog or baby cobra, and meeting in downward facing dog. Starting to build a flow here. Finding our breath. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it forward between the palms. Spin that back heel down. Left arm guides us up and open as we rise for our warrior two. Right toes facing the top of the mat, left toes facing the side, really drawing that right hip crease back. Nice open heart here, arms in parallel, finding our strength. Paralleling through the feet and folding forward, wide leg forward fold. Adjusting, maybe you need a shorter distance between the feet here. Crawl back forward and land in a low lunge. Right toes back to face the top of the mat. Step that right leg back and move through your vinyasa, whether it's chaturanga, lowering all the way, or you can always feel free to skip it altogether. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward between the palms. Spin right arm up and open. We find our warrior two pose. Looking over the left fingertips. Staying with our breath. Parallel through the feet and take a nice wide-legged fold. Maybe the hands come to the earth. Maybe you bend through the elbows. Walk forward to the top of your mat, finding a low lunge. Step that left foot back and move through your flow. Maybe even take a child's pose if that's what you need right now. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Only do what's best for you. I'm just a guide. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward between the palms. You know where we're going. Lifting up and open. Warrior two. Adjusting through the feet as needed. Really rooting down through that back left foot. Inhale, parallel through the feet, and exhale, fold forward. You can bend through the knees here. Take whatever kind of fold you need. Go as shallow or deep as you'd like. Pivot through the feet and land in your low lunge, facing the top of your mat, right foot front. Lower that left knee down. We rise, crescent lunge, really drawing that right hip crease back. Lift through the left foot and reach back for what I like to call a baby dancer pose, baby Shiva Nantaraj. Right arm can frame the ear. You could stay there for as long as you wish, letting the foot go and using the strength of your legs to come back up to warrior two. I know you have that strength. Trust yourself. And if you need assistance with your hands or blocks, feel free to take that. Right arm sweeps up and back, peaceful warrior. Right arm finds right thigh for extended side angle pose. Left arm comes over the left ear. Really opening up the heart, finding the twist in this pose. Inhale, right arm, up and back, and cartwheel the hands down, moving through your flow or skipping it all together. Right? We can't find refuge in ourselves if we're not listening to ourselves. So do what you need here. I'll meet you in down dog. Inhale, left leg comes to sky. Exhale, step it forward between the palms, low lunge. Spinning arms up and open, we land in our warrior two. Finding a tall spine here. Strength in our legs, a beautiful bend in that left knee. Straighten through both legs, parallel the feet, and come to fold over your wide legs. Make your way to your low lunge, drop your right knee, and rise to your crescent lunge, drawing that left hip crease back, rooting down through the left big toe, arms to frame the ears. When you're ready, lift that right foot off the earth, come to kick it to your butt, and see if you can grab it with your right hand. A little bit of a balancing pose here as we open through the heart, open through that hip flexor. Finding your breath as you let the foot go, using your power to come all the way up to your warrior two. Take as many steps as you need. It doesn't have to be seamless. Inhale, left arm up and back, peaceful warrior. Left arm finds left thigh. Can't get that right. Extended side angle. Generous bend through that left knee here. Really drawing the upper shoulder back to find that twist to open the heart. Inhale, left arm up and back, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel the hands down and move through your vinyasa, whether it is chaturanga, lowering all the way, taking a child's pose, whatever you need. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Breathing here. On your next inhale, raise your right leg to sky, step it forward between the palms, low lunge. Keep the back heel lifted and rise, high lunge, both hip points facing the top of the mat. If you need, you can take a bend in your back leg and maybe even take a tiny tuck in your pelvis to straighten that spine. You can wing the arms back behind you or see if you can clasp the hands, being sure to not rest them on your butt. Really opening up the heart here. Using your power, stepping that left leg forward, keeping the clasp or your arms winged back, we land in chair pose. Sitting as deep as you wish, remembering not to arch through the spine all that much. Let your chair go and fold forward, keeping your clasp or your wings back. And if neither of those are good for you, let it go. We'll all let it go and step back to a low lunge with the right foot forward, left foot back, and find a twist. Bringing right hand to sky. Step that right foot back, plank pose, lower half or all the way. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. We got one more side to go. Remember your breath. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward between the palms, low lunge. Keep that right heel up as we rise, high lunge. Arms can come to frame the ears, or they could be on your hips if you have sensitivity in the shoulders. Wing the arms back or clasp the hands opposite thumb on top, a little mental yoga here. Remembering to keep a tall spine as you step the right foot forward, chair pose. If your clasp was good in the high lunge, but it's not good for chair or folding forward, let it go. No pressure to keep it. Wherever you are, fold it forward. Maybe take a bend in the knees and let the clasp or wings go. Step that right foot back, low lunge. Plant the right palm. We lift the left arm up. Draw the shoulder blade back to find a twist here. Exhale, left arm comes back down. We move through one last flow if that's good for you, or you can lower and meet me in a child's pose. Just really letting your body fall into the earth, letting go of any lingering tensions, reconnecting with yourself and your breath. It's easy to lose both as we're moving so much. Whenever you're ready, roll slowly up to a seat. And we'll arrive sitting on our butts with both legs out wide in front of us, just like our wide-legged forward fold, except now we are sitting. Toes facing the sky, beautiful long spine here. Your legs might be wider than mine or closer together. Everyone's bodies are different. Bring the right forearm on the inside of the right leg and sweep the left arm up over the ear, really opening up the side body. We don't necessarily want a stretch in the hamstring here. We want to open up the torso. Letting it go and coming to the other side. Left forearm on the inside of the left thigh. Right arm sweeps up and open, finding the twist here. Drawing the pinky side of the left hand down. Gently rise back up. And walk yourself forward, wide-legged forward folds in a seat. And you can go as deep as you'd like. You can't really see here because of my hair, but my fists are stacked to give my forehead a little pillow. You can come up higher or lower. Experiment. You don't need to be in the same space the whole time, right? Part of finding refuge in yourself is doing what's best, and sometimes we don't get that on the first try. We're always so hard on ourselves. Gently roll back up for a nice tall spine. Bring your legs together. Maybe if you were off your mat like I was, you come to your mat, give your legs a little shake out, and gently lower yourself onto your back, letting your legs go long, letting your arms go long. Finding Shavasana. Closing the eyes. And this is your moment to mindfully let go. Right? We have this time to go inward and not analyze things. Just simply be. Be your truest self here. I'm going to stop talking for just a moment so you can have that time with your truest self, but trust I am still here and we will end our practices together. Take a nice big stretch. If you're ready to come out of Shavasana, if you have the time, please stay. Arms can come over the ears, just as if you've woken up in the morning. You're taking a full body stretch. step the feet in so the knees point to the sky. Come to a fetal position on your favorite side and use the opposite hand to push up to a seat. Again, if you have the time, you can stay in Shavasana. Maybe if you're sitting, you stay with the eyes closed, staying with yourself. And try to stay with yourself the rest of the day. You can always use this practice and others to come back. Thank you for sharing your heart with me as I share mine with you. Namaste.